Hi, everybody, and welcome to Simply Cards by Kathi. Today is Friday, October 25th, and it's our fifth week for the 12 weeks of Christmas. Today, I thought we'd do something a little bit different, and we are going to use the Christmas Ornaments Kit. This kit is really great, and I'm going to show you. It's great for decorating. You can use it on the tree. It's also good to use for tags for your Christmas presents, and I'm going to show you that. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm so happy you found me. I hope you'll like what you see and hit that subscribe button. And if you're with me live, thank you for taking the time to be with me. I enjoy my time crafting with you. And if you're not with me live, but you catch me on the replay, thank you so much for taking time out of your day and going back to watch. So let's get started with our Christmas ornaments. Now, hi Florence, thank you for joining. I have a mess on my desk because I wanted to show you everything that's in this kit. Your Christmas ornament kit comes with enough to make 9 ornaments. And I've punched everything out except I have some tips for punching this out, and I am going to show you that. But we have everything to make the ornaments. You have plaids, you have some solids. Each one of these has a white area on the back. You can put it on the back of your ornament, and I'm going to actually show you one that I did do that. And you can actually write who the gift is to if you want to put it on a gift instead of the tree. It comes with hoops to make the ornaments. You get 6 of these large hoops. I think these are 4 inches across. And then you get 3 of these smaller hoops that I think are 2.5 inches across. We're going to do 2 of the large ones because I actually made a small one. You get the gold twine. You get your little pine cones and berries. You'll get Stampin' Up! Dimensionals and glue dots. So let's move this out of the way and let's get started. So I hope you have some fun plans for the weekend, that you'll be able to do something that you're looking forward to and that will bring you some joy. I will be doing the Creative 8 retreat with my team. And that's always a fun time for quarterly. Let me show you the directions. This comes with easy directions to follow for each of the 3 ornaments. We're going to be making ornaments 2 and 3. I made 1, and I'm going to show you that. So I'm going to lay this off to the side. And this is what the little ornament was that I made. And hopefully you can see that pretty well. I'm going to bring it up for you. So easy to make, and you'll be able to hang it on the tree, which is what I plan on doing. So let me show you first some tips. Now, all of these punch outs that you saw scattered all over my desk come just like this. I think you get 5 sheets of them. These are easy to punch out because they're not really very detailed and like fragile. So these come out easily, but I want to show you some tips for these because I actually did rip one. Easiest way I have found to take out detailed die cuts like this is to hold your die cut down on the flat surface and then work your way around, pulling up the frame to which the die cut is adhered to, so the piece of paper. And if you do that, it does come out easily and you don't have any rips and tears. So that's the easiest way I found to get this type of die cut out. So let's start with our first one. Now, we are going to be doing, let me bring in my supplies here, this one with the green. Now, this takes 18 inches of the twine, to make your loop. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my glass mat here and measure off 18 inches. So there's 13 and there's 18. Now to get this to stay, and the twine just fell on the floor. So let's get that before the goldens do. I'm going to use my glue dot and I'm going to peel one off and I'm going to go to put it at the bottom of my ring and then just peel off the backing. Now to attach your string, whoa, we flipped back. Not sure why that did that. So if you didn't see me do that, I took one of the glue dots, wrapped it around the ring, and then, why is that flipping back? I took one of the glue dots, wrapped it around the ring, and then peeled off the backing. Then you're going to take your gold twine and you're going to fold it in half, and you're just going to come up here and run your twine through this loop, just like that. And you're going to go right over that glue dot that you put down that came with the kit and give it a good pull and just adhere it to that glue dot. That's going to hold it in place. Now, the next one, you're going to take another glue dot. So let's take that. And we're just going to go ahead and right across from it, peel that on. And then we're going to come in here. And you're going to separate your gold twine and you're going to just tie a knot. So I'm going to adhere that to my glue dot. And I'm going to come in here, and this stuff is a little bit slippery. I'm not going to say it isn't to work with. And just tie it right up here and make sure it adheres tightly. And I'm going to move this over just a little bit with my glue dot here. And just give it a good pull once you tie the knot. So let's do that again. Get it on your glue dot and just give it a good pull. Now I am going to tie a second knot because this is slippery and sometimes it doesn't hold. So there we go. Now this, when I pulled it to straighten it out, the glue dot came off. So what I'm going to do is come back in here and add one, and it's over. So there's our hanger with the center. Now let's take our green, and what you're going to do is you're going to slide it under your twine. And you're going to then put dimensionals all the way around it. So let's go ahead and do this one. I'm going to put one right here in between, and you'll see why. I'm going to go right in between, and it's going to hold down that string on one side. And then when I take the backing off, it's going to hold the other string down. So let's go ahead and we're just going to add them all the way around. I use about 6, and that's pretty much what the instructions showed too. So just going to lift this up, lay that down, and then finish moving around. So really quite easy to put together. So let's take these off. And then when you go to add the other side, you want to make sure that your edges are even. So this is, there we go. Now I'm just going to fold this over and make sure my edges are matched and even, and give it a good press. Okay, so So again, if you want to use this for someone for a gift tag, you have an area to write on. Now let's go ahead and decorate this one. And I am going to pull in the directions here a little bit. And we're going to start off with a banner. And we're just going to put 2 dimensionals on there. So this is just so easy. It's double-sided. No mistakes. And we're going to go ahead and add this. I'm going to add this on a little bit of a slant. And the next, we're going to use our greenery. And you can see they even leave you an area to put your dimensional. Now, what I did forget to tell you is you do need a hot glue gun for this. Excuse me. And this is going to go in the center here. And then we're going to add a leaf. So we're going to pop 2 glue dots, 2 dimensionals on here. And they just pop one right on the other. So this one's going to go kind of like this. And I'm just going to give it a good press. Now I'm ready to add some of my pine cones and a bow. Oh, no bow on this one, just the pine cones. So let me grab our pine cones and bring them in here. And this has 2 small and 1 large. So let me grab a large one. And we're going to use 1 set of red berries. Now I do have a glue gun sitting off to the side of me that I'm going to bring in. What I do recommend if you're using a hot glue gun is that you use your silicone mat. And I'm going to show you why. You can see mine is leaking. So, and you don't want to burn yourself. So use your mat. Once this gets cool, it just peels right off and you can dispose of it. So let's go ahead and we're going to add some glue to this first one here. And I just want to lay it down. And let's add some over to here. And we're going to add one here. And I just hold them there for a minute, but this really did adhere well when I made that one. And I only made one as a sample. Let's add that there. And I'm just going to let it sit there for a minute. And then I'm going to add a little bit of glue to this loop. And we're going to pop it in there. And hopefully you can see me doing that. I don't want to burn myself. And pop it in there right in the middle. I'm just going to hold it there for a minute. And here's our ornament. And you can pick it up and hang it. I got a little bit of glue hanging there, so you may have to take those little threads of glue off. But then let it sit off to the side so that it can dry. So that's one. So we now have 2. Let me make the next one for you. So we're going to do, the next one is another big hoop. Oh, thank you, Florence. I'm glad you like it. It is pretty and they're so easy to make. So I have another piece of 18-inch thread. And I'm going to go ahead and take my glue dot that they give us and just pop one here. And we're going to wrap our thread again. So again, fold it in half. And peel your paper off because it's not going to stick if you don't. Now I actually got this set because I have one little pencil Christmas tree. It's one of 3 trees. And I do all forest animals on that because I live by a woods or a park, guess I should say. To me, it's the woods. And I thought these would look really pretty with those little forest animals. So you can see that it's adhered really well. It's not going anywhere with that glue dot there. Now let's get another one. And I'm going to go right up at the top across from it. And if you're concerned, you could do a second one. So let's try that, because last time I had to add one. So let's add that here and peel it back. And now we're ready to tie our knot. So again, one on each side, one on the back of the loop and one on the front. And I'm going to adhere my string right to that glue dot to hold it while I tie a knot. And it's adhered really well. You can see how taut that is, but I'm going to go ahead and double tie it. Okay, we're ready to roll for the next one. So for this one, I have a plaid circle. And again, going to go in between the two gold, and I want it, we can leave, if you're going to use it, you can use this on the outside. Otherwise, you can do both plaids. So this one, I'm going to do both plaids because I know I'm going to be using these more for my tree. So let's go ahead and I'm going to put on my dimensionals, and I'm going to do one. What did I do here? Oh, there we go. I'm going to do one here in the center. I got my thing twisted here. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to do one here. If I can hold on to it long enough. I don't, that's what I want to do. Go behind your one. And this is going to go here. All right, now we got it. And then we're going to go over here. And this is going to go behind the thread. Now I'm going to go ahead and take this off so that I can adhere that and it holds it. And give it a good press here. And again for this one. Okay, next we're going to add some more. And this one, we're going to add a red bow to it. So let's take these off now, and then we're ready to close up our little ornament. Okay, so again, you want to make sure that you have this lined up before you give it a good press. And I just want to look at both sides. I do. And let's just press it down. Okay, now we're ready to decorate. So for this one, we are going to use another one of these large broadleafs and one of the fine die cuts. And we're going to use a bow. Let's pull out what we need. We're going to use 2 pine cones, one large, one small. And we're going to use some of the gold bulbs. So we have everything we need here. And we're going to pop up some dimensionals on the back of this. And you know, the nice thing about these, they're double-sided. So you don't have to worry which is the right side and which is the wrong side. There is no right or wrong side. And we're going to pop this on in just a second. We've got that ready. Now let's get this one ready. And I'm going to put a dimensional on here. and one will hold it. So this one's going to kind of go on the crescent of this ornament, and this one's going to come in like this. Okay. Now, our little pine cones, again, use your silicone mat. We're going to pop these on, and I'm going to put glue. Let's push this down a little bit. All right, my glue gun is, there we go, malfunctioning. Now, you can get these on Amazon or Michael's or wherever you get your, this was a very cheap one, as you can see. And we're going to pop this on right here. I'm just going to hold it for a minute. And then we're going to do the same with this one. I'm going to, having to push that down to get the glue to come out. And there we go. Okay, and we're going to pop this one up too. And I'm just going to hold it there. And next we're going to put our little glue dots on, our little gold bulbs on. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just, if you can see, we flipped back again. I'm not sure. That is a StreamYard, and that's been a problem for many of us lately. I'm just putting some glue on here, and I'm going to go ahead and dip this in and pick it up. And then I'm going to tuck it right in there with my pine cones. And next we have our bow. And the bow for this one is going to attach right up here. So I am going to use a little bit of glue for this. There we go. And I'm going to attach it right up on that metal portion where the knot is tied, and just hang on to it for a minute. There we go. So here is our third ornament. So isn't that pretty? So let me move all this out of the way and bring those three ornaments back in for you to see. Here's this one, and then we have the little one. So hopefully you can see those. Let me bring it back to me. I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was very different working with the kit, but it's so easy to do, and you can get 9 beautiful ornaments or package tags, however you choose to use them. Even pretty if you give someone a bottle of wine for Christmas, to tie that on the bottle. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. It was a pretty easy one. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, well, take some time for yourself, do some crafting, and I'll see you Monday evening at 7 p.m. Have a great weekend, everyone.